You're at the Watchmen Way. March 13th, 2020. Friday the 13th. Amazing times we live in. Stock market was up 1985 today. Based on, the stimulus package today, I guess President Trump put out today. This is over, guys. It's just one thing after another. And we're starting to get more information from a lot of different sources that we've developed, and it looks like we're actually ahead of schedule. We talked about that they would probably do the quarantine at the end of the month or the first part of next month, and then martial law would come a couple of days later. Now it looks like they're going to do the quarantine next week, probably. So before the end of the month, it looks like martial law is going to roll out. And we've got from several different sources now that military assets are being positioned around the world, not just America, around the world to take down the swamp. We're talking about the Queen, Prince Andrew, probably Merkel, Macron, the Pope. They just arrested 61 priests at the Vatican a couple of days ago for pedophilia, child sex trafficking, I believe were the charges, but it's all going to be connected together. It's happening. Everything we talked about, everything we've been talking about for 5 years is going down right now. People are starting to get frustrated. And I was talking to one woman today, and she's complaining because the stores are empty. I was like, and then she tried to tell me she was awake. I said, well, wait a minute. If you were awake, you would already have your stuff. You wouldn't be in this mess. But she wanted to rant about how people were being greedy and taking more than they needed. Listen, the government said two different numbers, actually. I think first they said 6 weeks worth of supplies. Then they said 6 months. You can't fit even 6 weeks of supplies in your minivan. Unbelievable. And then she just couldn't get it that people shouldn't have left something for her. That's not how it works. You're starting to see how this works. What you're seeing happening right now in the grocery stores, at Target and at Walmart, Costco, is exactly what you're going to see when people realize the same thing's going to happen with the economy. And everybody's running for silver and Litecoin. It's going to be the same thing, and you're not going to be able to get it. Take heed. This is God slapping you upside the face, is what this is. He's showing you, and Litecoin is $37.64. You can still buy it. I have members buying it today. It should be $500 right now. With what's going on in the world, it should be $500. What I told you was true. What was going to happen is happening. They're driving the price down. The elites are driving the price down, and they're going to try and buy it up at the bottom. Don't try and get tricky. Don't try and wait till the bottom. You pay $37 for Litecoin and it's worth $3 million in 4 years. That's good enough. Don't get greedy. I mean, I've paid 200. I told somebody today I'll keep buying it on the way up till at least 1,000, and probably keep buying after that. If it's going to be worth $3 million, 1,000 is a great buy. Think about it, guys. Don't miss this boat. Put it on credit cards, because it's looking more and more like the thing I gambled on 3 years ago is happening. They're going to wipe out all debt. They're going to have to. That's where this is headed. The reset is coming. They're talking about Jacera. I don't know that I've even talked about it once, because there were so many promises made about this program. And for those that you don't know, basically what it is, that in I think it was 1871, we had to file bankruptcy because of the debt from the Revolutionary War. And we had to make some pretty shady deals with mostly the UK, I think. Bottom line was, they've been using our Social Security numbers as collateral ever since then. And what supposedly is going to happen for the people that this happened to, which is basically everybody in the United States, is we're going to be compensated. And I'm talking probably some pretty big bucks. My problem is, just think about this now. Let's just say it's 300,000. Just picking a number, because they say it might be a lot more than this. Who's going to do any work? Because, you get some people that have $500 in their pocket, and they're taking a break until it runs out. Can you imagine passing out this kind of money in the United States with the work ethic that we've got today? Is anybody going to go to work if that happens? I don't know. I haven't talked about it, because to me, if it happened, it's just icing on the cake. Certainly, I don't think it's going to hurt anything. It's going to help a lot of people, hopefully, if it doesn't tip over the economy with, I don't know, the only thing I think of is that, again, that if it's a lot of money, a lot of people just won't go back to work. They're going to have to grandfather in all those dreamers that President Trump was getting ready to ship back home. Because who's going to work? Now, I guess there's might do something where they kind of dole it out over time, because I'm sure they're thinking the same thing. And I haven't really got into this program a lot in the last year and a half, because, like I said, if it happens, great. If not, and then there were so many, I can't tell you how many dates I heard that this was going to happen. 30 different dates, and then never did. Well, who knows? It's. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to talk a little bit more about this tomorrow night. I'm going to dig into it a little bit deeper and find out, exactly what the proposal would be if it does go through. We're going to know pretty soon. Like I said, they're ahead of schedule, it seems. At least the schedule that we originally got. So, it's people have no idea what's coming. Basically, the country's shut down. I mean, that's basically where we're headed with what he announced today. No travel to Europe. It's March Madness canceled. All the super rich are headed to their bunkers around the world. 30-day travel ban to Europe. Zero Hedge article Um, this is a disruption at a level that the world hasn't seen in generations. The world hasn't seen anything like this since the Second World War, since our lives were disrupted to this extent. And you probably could argue it's going to be bigger disruption because the world is so much bigger today. There's so many more people. And it's just completely different. We're so much more interconnected than we were during the Second World War. So that disruptions like this cause even more issues because we're so reliant on technology and things that maybe are gonna maybe be spotty for a while as we get through this rough patch. One thing for sure is we're sailing in uncharted waters. The best we can do is kind of speculate, right? Just kind of take what we see happening around the world and how all these other things are going to play into it. The good thing is that it's everything that we've wanted is happening. The swamp has to drain. The pedophiles have to be exposed and eradicated. The economy has to be scrubbed and rebuilt. Gold-backed currencies, get rid of the corruption and the manipulations. We've got to go to honest markets. I think the stock market's done. I'll never put a dime in the stock market. I'm going to be in the crypto markets where I think most of the money's going to be. Got to get rid of the rigging. These exchanges, all this paper buying and selling has to go because that's what these criminals have used to control the markets. It's all been controlled with paper. They weren't, it's like with silver. They had 1 ounce of silver for every 500 contracts. That's basically what it boiled down. Same with gold. They couldn't deliver on that in the scenario that we're in now. In fact, I saw something today. I didn't get a chance to read it on the COMEX, and that they were having trouble. So, we just got to buckle up, guys. There's no reason to panic. There's no reason to fear what's coming. Martial law is going to be good for us. We want those troops on the streets, guys. They're going to be there for our protection. Because, again, I think when they start taking Obama and Clinton down, days or weeks away, that I think we're going to see some of these fast and furious guns. That Obama, that whole plan was about arming the Muslim extremist terror camps in America. That's where those guns went. The whole drug cartel thing was a cover. They were giving them the cartel and paying the cartel to deliver them. The deal was they had to take them out back into Mexico and then bring them back across the border to deliver them to the training camps. Somehow that makes it less criminal. They're going to hang for this, guys. Almost the top 75% of the Obama administration is going to hang for treason. Most of the Bush administration is going to hang for treason. Murder, torturing and murdering children. They got it on video. This is all coming out. It's all coming out. 2020, it ends. The evil that we've had to deal with for thousands of years is ending in 2020. And think about it. At the same time, the way that God has asked us to lead the revival of the church that Jesus taught 2,000 years ago, called the Way. Tell the truth every time. Do the right thing every time. Live your life in the service of others. That is exploding through the world at the same time we're eradicating the evil. Heaven on earth. That's what we're headed to. When the majority, the huge majority of people in the world are going to be working to do good, and the evil's gone for the most part. We're not going to get 100% of it, but we're going to be close. And then we're going to be vigilant. And they're never going to be able to do what they did to us this time, to put us in this position, because they were this close. If it wasn't for God and President Trump, people like Admiral Rogers, General Flynn, we might be in FEMA camps or dead by now. Because they planned to start a nuclear war with North Korea. That's what the whole deal was about. That's how they were going to get our guns. I didn't think of that one. That one kind of surprised me. And it would have worked. I mean, it would have worked or it would have killed hundreds of millions around the world with what was coming. And again, we know what they wanted, right? World population of 500 million. It's 7.5 billion now. I mean, they had to kill a lot of us to make it work, and they were happy to do it. And you see it now. Look what they're talking about. Praying that President Trump gets the virus and dies, and that they should try and spread it through all President Trump's rallies to kill all of his supporters. This is the loony left speaking. This is what was trying to rule the world. Thank God, it's only 3 to 5% is all that will go along with that agenda. That might have worked if they got most of us in a nuclear war. Not going to work now, and we're going to make sure it never comes back. Because one of the things that the Watchmen are going to do is we're going to continue to man the wall to be looking for this stuff now, so that it never has a chance to get a foothold, to make any progress. We'll stamp it out, chop its head off the minute we see it from now on. It's disgusting to see how deep these satanic pedophiles got into our government. Our CIA was running breeding farms in America. They were breeding kids. The cute ones they sold into child sex trafficking, and the homely ones they sold for body parts. Organ harvesters. That was going on. Our CIA. Deep state. It's chilling. Chilling to think the things that were happening in the world. That the wealthiest, most powerful people were involved in. The celebrities, the CEOs, newscasters. Look at the list to Pedo Island. Don Lemon, Jake Tapper, Chris Cuomo all went to Pedo Island, along with the Pope, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Prince Andrew. A lot of bankers in there. They're all going to hang. Anybody who committed treason or murder, I believe, is going to hang. They're definitely not going to get out of jail. Because if they got out of jail, there'd be a whole crowd waiting for them to string them up. Might be better to throw them out in the streets. It would be closer to what they deserved. And when you see some of the things they've done to these kids, you're going to feel the same way. Because they're monsters. They're monsters that have to be eradicated. And it's finally happening. I had my stroke 1 year ago yesterday because of this pedophilia. Internalizing it and not understanding what was happening. And it just built up inside me till I just blew a gasket. And now look where we are. It's a year later, but we're there, guys. And thank God. Thank God that we're getting this done. Because it needed to happen. It's needed to happen for a long time. Man's greatest age. This is man's greatest accomplishment. God's going to reward us with the greatest transfer of wealth in history. God showed me physical silver and Litecoin as a way to protect ourselves financially and to now lay the foundation of his church, the revival of his church, the way. Amazing times, guys. Beautiful stuff. Doesn't get any better than this. Couldn't write a better script. And it gets better every day. Today, got even better. Let's see. Oh, then we find out the Russian collusion case fell apart in the first month of POTUS's administration. We know now from the memos that we got. These guys are in big trouble. This is treason. What they did, what they tried to do, was treason. They tried to remove, they conspired to remove a duly elected president of the United States. That's treason. That's a capital offense. The market is broken. Why nobody is trading anymore? Yeah, because everybody's figuring out it's rigged. Everybody's, and I don't know why there was any money in the market. Gates resigns from Microsoft. He's going down. Wait to see where Gates ends up. He's right. He's all part of it, guys. Oil soars after POTUS orders the Department of Energy to fill up the strategic petro reserves. It's a good move. You know, it'll get us at least a little bit of reserve going into this thing. President Trump has played this brilliantly. Let's see. Yeah, something else is breaking. Feds fail to ease epic dollar shortage. The liquidity is it's drying up, guys. There's no money out there. That means credit is likely to freeze pretty soon, and really, we don't need to do anything else. This thing is coming down. It's on that path. There's nothing, and it's being pushed even harder, right? This is happening. They're going to make sure it happens. Let's see what we got for questions here. There should be a lot of questions today. I've been kind of surprised the last couple of days. There's been hardly any questions. It's like you guys have been stunned or dumbfounded. Jeremy, what's up? Danielle. Are we still talking about blowing up an egg in the microwave? Is that still going on? Is that bigger news than the worldwide economic collapse? Jeremy shared it. Thanks, Jeremy. Tessie, what's up? David, thank you. Bill Gates quit the board today. Do I look a little validated? I'm feeling pretty good. Heads are going to roll for sure. Tessie said she heard that JFK Jr. is going to make an appearance on April 10th, next month. I heard the same thing, Tessie. We'll see. Sandy, how you doing? Yep, military tribunals, that's what's going to happen. No appeals. They march you right out of the courtroom and they hang you. Over. Yeah, your hand sanitizer. What a joke. It's the flu. Some in the. Oh, yeah. This is another one from Lisa. The banks were locking the doors and turning off ATMs in Tennessee. They're out of money, guys. Mansfield, how you doing? Mike, sounds like Mike has some colloidal silver. Get it, guys. Get it while you can. Cousin Bill. Yeah, the city people are gonna. They're. I mean, they don't know what to do. Listen, I believe 1,000% President Trump will never allow a negative 5G on U.S. soil. He will never allow technology that will harm Americans on U.S. soil. Guaranteed. So, I'm not worried about it. Yeah, you know, it's funny. Jeremy's bringing up a good point. Everybody's rushing for toilet paper. You can't eat that, guys. It's amazing. I saw, all I saw and I'm talking about, there were carts that were just loaded up to the top, and you know, over people's heads, toilet paper and water. That's all I could see. What are you going to eat? I don't know. We'll see, guys. Listen. This couldn't have gone any more perfectly than the way they played this thing. It's to get people. They're not going to ask people to get prepared. They're going to scare them into getting prepared. Brilliant. Brilliant. Look at how hard we've been trying. It's like pulling teeth. And, you know, they announce the flu and everybody's in line to get prepped. Go figure. Silver and Litecoin. Stay away from gold. Yeah, Danielle's got a good point, guys. Whether it's with other members of the Watchmen or with your family or friends or relatives, you guys need to develop a plan. I don't think this is going worst case scenario, but we have to prepare for a worst case scenario. That means you've got to have a game plan with your group. You know, where you're going to go to in certain events, because it might be different for different events. Like I've mentioned in California, we've got earthquakes, we've got tsunamis. Depending on where you live, there may be different places you want to rally to, rally points. Make those plans now. Don't wait till the internet's out or there's no phone service. Do it now. And the other thing that we've noticed, and it seems to be happening all over, is cell reception has been really spotty in places that it's normally really good. So something's going on. Jeremy bought more Litecoin. Yeah, basically pennies on the dollar. That's what you're getting it at. Fox News is talking about 100,000 cases of virus in Ohio. We'll see. And guys, I really don't care. It's the flu. I don't care if 100,000 people get a flu. Yeah. That would be the show most people would be expecting me to do. You know, nobody that knows me from 30 years ago believes what I'm doing now because I'm the last person that they probably would have picked 30 years ago to be doing this. Danielle went to the store before Trump spoke. Good move. They are going to hang them all, guys. God is in control. And God wants his people to win. Don't slap God in the face, guys. Take advantage of his gifts of physical silver and Litecoin. These are gifts from God. And that, I keep saying these prices should not be happening, should not be close to this. You're welcome, Danielle. Whatever it takes, guys. Chef Boyardee, 50-pound bags of rice, 50-pound bags of beans. Just get some food in the house. Tessie, enough with the JFK. We've answered the question. We think he's going to be back on the 10th. Danielle, good point. Check in on your elderly neighbors, friends, relatives, guys, especially during this whole thing. Just think about them. The people that don't get around as good. We definitely need to be doing that. That's a good point, Danielle. Thank you. The Finders, yeah. CIA, Deep State. I personally don't know anybody that's had the virus, but I'm sure I will. I mean, this thing's going to spread, guys. Don't get me wrong, but it's still the flu. It's still killing less people this year than the flu has. I'm not worried. I can survive the flu. I've survived a lot worse. A lot worse. Yeah. Listen, God thinks the same way that Jeremy does. You harm a child, you're dead meat. That's what God thinks. That's what here, and this is a good segue, because this is probably the most important point up to now. We avoided physical Armageddon when we elected President Trump. Because what was President Trump's first order of duty? His very first order of duty was to eliminate human/child sex trafficking and pedophilia. God took notice. Because if Hillary would have got elected, we were headed to Armageddon. They were going to have that nuclear war. And hundreds of millions of people around the world, if not billions, were going to die. And certainly we're going to die over the next 80 years. So this isn't just, it's about so much more than what we're seeing right now because of what we avoided by the actions that we took to get him elected, and then what we've been doing ever since to end this. And it's finally ending, guys. Thank you, Danielle. All of you guys are here for a reason. All of you. You are meant to be a part of this. Thanks, David. Yeah, thank all you guys. Because if I'm nothing without you guys. You guys have, look at you. You've multiplied my voice 2,300 times. It's made a huge difference. It's been the difference between me making a dent and us as a group crushing this thing. Susan has a crush on Mike. Benny, how you doing? Judy, hello. John, how you doing? I kind of feel the same way, buddy. John feels alive again. Yeah. Listen, guy, am I froze up? Can you guys oh, there we go. What happened here? What the There we go. My fat fingers. That was me. What was I going to say? Oh. Yeah, no fear. Guys, it's the worst part of this is over now. We can see the end here. All these things that we're watching right now are showing us what's coming next. Yeah, get your money out of the stock market. Get your money out of the bank. Silver and Litecoin, guys. Thank you, Kevin. My niece, Jade, how you doing? Timothy, how you doing? Timothy's asking about silver. A good time to ask, Timothy. So listen, guys, everyone should have $200 to $500 in 1964 or older dimes. When you go to the bullion sites, I'll post some more in the comment section. JD Bullion or JM Bullion or SD Bullion. Go to Junk Silver, and that's where you find the dimes. Dimes are preferred. Quarters will work. Dimes are preferred because they're smaller. When this all goes down, guys, a 1 ounce round is probably going to be worth $1,000. Try buying a loaf of bread with $1,000 when the banks are closed and you can't get change. That's why you want the dimes. They're going to be worth more like $80 to $100, and you can trim them. Get a pair of tin snips, buy them at your hardware store, and you can trim your dimes. Listen, within a week, everybody in America is going to know what a dime's value is on the street. And it's going to be around $80 or $100. And then they'll have scales. So you'll be able to trim your coins to get your own change. That's why you want dimes. Then anything that you're going to invest in silver, more than that, whatever you spend on the dimes, again, $300 to $500, put into 1 ounce rounds. Generic rounds, whatever's the cheapest. Don't pay for the premium coins. It's a waste of money. Get the generics, the cheapest ones you can buy. And then buy as many of those you can. I'm recommending for most people to split up whatever you're going to invest, split it up 50-50. Put half into Litecoin, put half into physical silver. If you do that, and you can invest 500 or more, and you can hold that Litecoin for 4 years and you don't have to spend it, you're probably never going to have to work another day in your life. If you can invest 500, 250 each. Now, I would invest a lot more if you have it, because you're going to lose it if you don't invest it. But if you can at least do 500, well, really, honestly, If you did $100 right now, you're going to be a millionaire. $50 Litecoin, $50 silver, you'd be a millionaire. But I actually had this discussion about 6 months ago with a lady who had a lot of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars she was investing. And she asked, and I had to appreciate her asking. She asked me, should I buy as much as I can, or should I save some for other people? And my answer was, buy as much as you can, as fast as you can. Because we don't know who these other people are going to be. She was somebody that was going to pay it forward. She was somebody that was going to put a big chunk of those probably hundreds of millions of dollars that she's going to end up with towards the foundation of the way. We want Litecoin and silver in our hands, not in the black hat hands. So if you're a patriot or Christian, you have the means. You buy as much as you can. You can always give some away if you want to, but you can't take it away from the black hats if they end up with it. We want it in the right hands. We want it in the hands of people that are going to do good with it, that are going to use it as a tool, as God intended, to lay the foundation of His church. Simple, guys. Sandy. Thank you, David. Rita, hello. Tiffany heard he switched to 432 megahertz already. There's a lot of talk about that. The frequency guys, the frequency they were using was to disrupt us, in our internal workings. Frequency makes a big difference. I saw a video of the Chinese curing a cancer patient with frequency, sound waves. Pretty amazing stuff. 5G was voted down in Oregon. Yeah, toilet paper doesn't taste very good. It's not very nutritional either. Tom, how you doing? I got Lisa saying that her son sent her pictures of Walmart canned food shelves empty. Yeah, go ahead and post it, Lisa. I got 2 or 3 pictures today of people, the same thing. A grocery store aisle that was bare, totally empty, cleaned out. James, how you doing? Cindy Lou, how you doing? Myra, hello. Yeah, worry about the flu, not the virus. The flu's worse. Angela, how you doing? He didn't get arrested, but he resigned, and I think arrest is imminent. I think he's going down with the swamp. Him, Soros, Bezos, Zuckerberg, Schmidt from Alphabet, Google, they're all going down. No word on the Pope yet, although I think it was yesterday that 61 priests were arrested at the Vatican. I think that was yesterday. He's going down soon. I don't live in the barn. I actually have a pool room. This is just the shop I'm in now. The barn's got some stalls, but right behind me, on the other side of the shop, is the pool. So it's not that bad, guys. Pretty good. Oh, here we go again. No, I live in the pool room. I got a bathroom and everything. Yeah, these are steers, so there's no creamer for the coffee. Oh, they're gonna trust me. They're gonna get the Pope. The Pope's I think is going down in the next couple of weeks. James is counting his tissues. I think we got a team roping tonight. So, Joan, how you doing? Donna, how are you? No, I was just taking a peek around the corner. Rita, it's finally turned, hasn't it? Rita are now asking her what they should do. The switch got flipped. I bet you're happy, Rita. Christine, how you doing? Greatest time in the history of the world to be alive, guys, bar none. I told I think Joy this today. People are going to be asking you the people who lived through this, especially the ones who participated, you're going to get asked the rest of your life about this time in history. Going to be amazing, guys. Going to be amazing. We are the remnant. The way is the remnant. And it's not going to be a remnant. It's going to be a force. Very soon. How you doing, Jade? David's got all the major sites watching the Watchmen. Cousin Bill got dimes and quarters. Good job, Bill. Gary, you said last time you said you were going to bake your own bread. You can start a bakery. Well, the good thing about where I am right now is we're in the middle of basically in the middle of nowhere. It's Los Molinas, California. I think there's 300 people in the town. We're I think 15 miles south of Red Bluff, which that town only has 8 or 10,000, I think. And we're about 30 miles north of Chico. So there's not much around us. And yeah, I mean, everybody knows what I do. So it's all good. Rebecca, how you doing? 3 Litecoin and $100 worth of silver. That's what Gary says. Gary's our East Coast representative, Northeast representative. Justin, what's up? No, my cats. My cats are home with my ex-wife. No, this wouldn't be a good place for cats. I mean, there's a lot of coyotes around here. Cats and coyotes don't mix. Cats don't last very long. Yeah. Guys, do not make any payments that you don't have to. Hold off right now. Take that money, put it in silver or Litecoin. Mike, what did I tell you about Bix Weir? I like Bix. He's good on cryptocurrency, but that's the end of his expertise. Nice guy. He doesn't have a clue, just like the rest of them. What you guys are all going to find out? The only one who's been talking about all of these things is at the Watchmen page. Nobody has got the full scope. Thank you, David. Italy on lockdown. Yeah. Shelly, how you doing? Yeah. Hey, don't be surprised, guys, if you don't see us on Fox News. Cynthia, how you doing? It's coming. I'm telling you, something big's coming for the Watchmen, guys. Something big is coming. I might get another visit from the government. This time I think it's going to be a good visit instead of the Secret Service. Tessie said she saw a video today of angels over the sky in China. Remember what I told you guys. Use your critical thinking skills. Question everything. Use your discernment. They're going to try this kind of crap. They're going to try and fool us. Don't believe everything you see. Do I have a service horse? Ha 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 ha. You're hysterical. Shelley's next door to one of the biggest airports. Been hearing strange things today. Yeah, there's been a lot of chatter about military helicopters all over areas that they don't usually travel. Becky, how you doing? Kathleen is our Hudson Valley, New York representative. Yeah, you don't want to let cats outside in the country, for sure. Yeah, not passenger planes. Yeah, same thing I'm hearing. Paula, how you doing? Rita sold her travel trailer today to put more money into silver and cryptos. That's smart thinking, guys. That move right there is going to get Rita, I'll guarantee you, a ranch anywhere she wants in America. The nicest ranch she could imagine. You put a couple of $1,000 in Litecoin right now, you're going to be able to buy a 100,000-acre ranch. Yeah. I know. I just went through, guys. I actually culled about 300 of my friends that haven't been very active, so I do have a little bit of room. But it's as fast as I clean them out, I had 30 people friend me just this afternoon. So if you know anybody, tell them they better hurry up because I don't think I'm going to have many spaces left for very long. Project Bluebeam, that's part of it. Yep, expect the best. That's what you're going to get, guys. New Jersey under state of emergency. Bill's boss is stuck in Vegas. Real estate's going down. Real estate's going to go down 80%, guys. Don't buy anything now. Wait until this all goes down. Although my two daughters have hit this perfectly. I'll wait till it all clears in a few weeks. But it looks like they're going to get my oldest and my middle daughter bought houses. They're going to close in the next 2 weeks that they're probably going to end up owning free and clear without ever making a payment. Think about that. You don't think God is rewarding us? Yeah, a lot of us guys are going to be able to help cities, counties. That's what it's all about. That's what this whole thing has been about. And I'm proud of you guys. You guys have been amazing in a very tough situation where we have been ridiculed, harassed. The name calling has been over the top. But look where we're at. Where we're at. Amazing stuff, guys. Awesome work. Okay, I got to go help with the team roping. Things are on track, guys. It looks like we're ahead of schedule. Stay positive when you're reaching out to your friends and neighbors, relatives. This has a lot to do with how you frame it. And if you frame it with, we've got all these great things coming, we've got a few things to get through first, it makes it easier to take. So be careful how you phrase it, but get it done because we're almost out of time. Days or weeks left, guys. Every day matters. Every person matters. I'm going to leave it there for now. Remember, fear not. God and President Trump are 1,000% in control. We'll see you tomorrow night at 5 Pacific. God bless.